Hello, everybody. I'm the Kroken, but you can call me Crow. And today we're officially in Season 9 of Marvel Rivals. Today is the official update, and so I wanted to go through a couple characters that I think are going to be very playable or permabanned. And I chose 5 characters in each role because I figured that was a good amount if you're either a new player to the game, trying to get into it now, or if you're trying to figure out what's going to be good in competitive. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we have Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has always kind of been a good tank, primarily because of his TP and because of his ultimate. But now, with Doctor Strange, he's got 2 team-ups, which I'd say both are very powerful. First is just the base Gamma, which is just a good team-up, honestly. It just increases the damage and makes it so he doesn't get decayed on his E. So he doesn't get this decay, but the charge will drop. So basically, this one is really good for holding on to your E for an ultimate, probably. But if you wait too long, it will start to deplete and you can't get it recharged. So you do have to use it. And his other one is the Invisible Woman team-up. This team-up is kind of the same thing, where it increases the damage of his E, but it also pulls enemies in. It acts like a CC. But you do still get the anti-heal effect when at 100% for too long. So that's where it kind of falls off compared to the Hulk. However, this team-up is better for solo tank Strange. Why? Your shield is 1000 HP with this team-up. Compared to if you just had the Hulk one, you're only getting about 850. So that's 250 HP difference. Now, personally, I think Gamma Charge is better, especially with the upgraded variations. Because Gamma Charge, when you have it upgraded, basically it retains 50% charge once you get it to 100 and you activate your vehicle. So you see I'm 100% charge, I don't get the anti-heal effect, and it doesn't start to decay. Like, it just stays at 100. When I pop my E, and it stays at 50% charge. Doctor Strange is definitely going to be a powerhouse, just because of his damage increase. So I'd say Doctor Strange is a good choice for a tank that you're trying to learn. Next up, we got everybody's favorite tree, Groot. Groot, even without any team-up at all, he's a powerful character because he just provides so much value with his walls. And between his 2 team-ups, I think the one we're going to see more of is the Mantis team that gives him this healing wall. Especially if you have a Mantis on your team. Because Groot's already strong, and being able to support his team and get another way to gain ult charge, that makes him a lot stronger of a character. But the Jeff team-up is definitely still good, don't get me wrong. Groot's main problem in a lot of situations is lack of escapability, and that's exactly what Jeff gives him. So there's definitely use to this team-up, but the Mantis one is definitely better. Plus, if you have a Mantis on your team, that'll increase the area and healing that the Groot wall does after a certain amount of time. So essentially, Groot just becomes even stronger with a Mantis, since he's already a strong character. Groot's definitely a perma-ban, I'd say. He's one of the characters that I'm going to be banning a lot, or trying to play. So, I'd say, if you want to learn a tank, and you want that tank to be strong, learn Groot. Because he's a really good tank overall, and the teams just make him stronger. Now, we're at everybody's favorite solo tank, Magneto. And honestly, this one is honestly just a toss-up for me. Because both the team-ups I think are really good, but I think if you have the team-up partner of Emma, the Emma team is just far superior, because this clone here will not disappear until it is either killed by the enemy team or you like manually recall it. So if you have an Emma, that clone just stays up forever, effectively giving you a 3rd tank. And it gets to use all your abilities. But the Scarlet Witch team up is also very powerful because it gives Magneto a lot of extra damage. And if you have a wand on your team, then you'll get access to the other ability that this grants you, which is effectively it trades out your right click for this kind of charge attack. It actually does pretty decent damage. So it's a pretty good ability, but I definitely think the Emma team is going to be the stronger of the two, because it just gives you a whole nother HP bar to be able to play off of, and get your shield, and if you bubble the clone, the clone will give you a bubble. So effectively Magneto can give himself 2 different bubbles, which honestly for Magneto is he's just very good tank, honestly. He's definitely a tank I'm going to be playing a lot. Now, fourth up is a character I think we were all expecting to be here, let's be honest. It's Penny, and it's not really a debate, because Penny's already a good character on defense. And giving her a second source of mines, this character might just be permabanned most maps, because on defense, it'll be like almost impossible to break through the double nest without like some sort of range. And I definitely feel like this is the better of the 2 team-ups. However, that's not to say the Black Panther team-up is bad at all. No. The Black Panther team-up just makes Penny work on offense, because she gets a shield and faster fire rate, which is really useful. But the shield is where it's mainly getting the value from, because this makes Penny a sort of semi-frontline tank
they don't look friendly.
that can play up in offense. So basically, I'd say you typically want to use double nest. The Black Panther lets Penny be like much more aggressive. So I'd say both of these are very good. And for the upgraded versions, Black Panther just gives her like an extra 100 HP on her shield, and Rocket's actually the interesting one because it lets this second nest she gets, it lets that second nest regen health when it takes damage. Also, the second nest will give out like armor packs, which is like very useful. Last but certainly not least for the tanks, we have Rogue. And Rogue, she gets the reason she was S tier last season, just whenever she wants with the Gambit team up. Don't get me wrong, the Magneto team up, it's not bad. It's not like bad, you know, it gives her more defense capabilities and lets her like Southern Brawl be more powerful. But like the Gambit team up just buffs literally everything. Like it just buffs all of her offense. And if you have a Gambit on your team, like this just goes from an ability that you have to activate to just a straight up passive effect that just is always on. So like, play Rogue. Rogue might be one of the most play tanks of the season, just because she's completely like, she's got so much damage in her kit now. It's just insane. So definitely play Rogue with the Gambit team up, I'd say. Now we get to the very first DPS of the list, the Punisher. Are you really surprised to see this man here? This is what the Rocket team does.
Down and out. Double KO.
It gives him an insane fire rate. And then with a rocket, it gives you infinite ammo. Like,
right, you filthy space rodent.
It's like crazy. Like you just get infinite ammo.
That's me.
Like I'm literally just holding down primary fire. And like, don't get me wrong, the Daredevil team up, it's not bad. It's just not good compared to the Punisher team up, because this thing is just absolutely or the Rocket team up. Because this thing, the Rocket team up, oh boy, the Rocket team up is gonna get Punisher banned. I'm gonna say that. If you don't know how to play DPS, but you have like somewhat decent aim on like tracking, I'd say this season is probably the best Punisher season since season 0. Just because of infinite ammo. For the second DPS, it's just good old poke slop this season. Because Hella's in town, and she's got the squids.
Opportunity for combat. Who could fight the goddess of
Yep,
hell?
she's got squids.
Double kill.
She's got like, lots of squids.
That's 3.
Yep, it's good old Hella with her squids. She's just really good. I mean, yeah, you can definitely get value from the Venom team up, I'd say. Because it like slows the enemies who are that get hit by the stun. So like you can easily hit headshots. And Hella just got buffed because she can move around in her bird now. But I do think the Namor team up is stronger. Just overall, especially if you have the team up partner. Because Namor, like, if you don't know what this does, oh god, this turns Hella into a permaban. Let me just show you. Because, hit my primary fire, hit the primary fire, hit the primary fire. Every time gives you a new squid. Like, you can only have 3 squids at a time, sure, but like, jeez. 3 squids is still insane. And sure, if you pair her with Venom, and you have a Venom on the field, yeah, that does give you, like, that gives you a self-heal with every hit of your right hand. So, like, sure, that's good, but I definitely think the Namor one is better. Hella might be another permaban DPS, I'm gonna be honest. Because she's already strong on her own. The team-ups just make her even scarier. Third up for DPS, is good old Winter Soldier, or Bucky Barnes.
Incoming!
And the thing is, his team-up with Elsa just gives him shorter cooldowns. Like, now that I have the meter built up at the bottom of my screen, all of my cooldowns have been, like, decreased. So I just get so much overhealth, just so easily. And I basically never run out of ammo. Like, literally. You can just shoot forever, basically, with Bucky. And, like, I mean, sure. I'm not gonna say you can't get value out of this team-up, like, with Punisher, but, like, even in the upgraded forms, like, I think the one with Elsa is just much better, because it just, in the upgraded form, it gives you more bonus health. So basically, Bucky's unkillable.
Here they come.
A good Bucky basically will not die and will always be able to shoot.
Another one. Stick around.
Like, there's no end to this rain of bullets and overhealth. It's actually kind of terrifying. So, Bucky is very good, very scary. Very good and very scary Bucky this season, I will say. Speak of the devil, we have Elsa as the next on the list, with the Deadpool team-up. Now, if you didn't know, Elsa got a nerf this season, which was honestly pretty impactful. Where at 3 bars of her meter, her this dash ability, that one, is a 5-second cooldown instead of what it was last season at a 4-second. So basically, that's a pretty major nerf that's actually going to affect the character a lot. But, with the Deadpool team-up giving you a 4th bar of meter, that brings the cooldown down to 3 seconds. Meaning it's better than it was last season. Along with that, it gives you a way to self-heal using your living gun, because it'll heal you for whatever amount of damage it does. So even just in the base form, I think the Elsa team-up with Deadpool is the stronger, because it just gives Elsa way more power. And the Dino one, I mean, all the Dino one really does is just give your trap a wider area, and gives you a second trap if you have a Dino. But honestly, I don't think the Dino one is that good, especially compared to the one Deadpool gives you. The Deadpool one is just straight up better. So, Elsa's definitely a recommendation to play this season. Next up, we got the One-Eyed Warrior, Cyclops, the leader of the X-Men. So, his team-up applies a kind of tick damage effect to his E, as you can
Knew I
see,
saw trouble.
it's like ticking away at their HP there. But with the if you hit someone with either your primary fire or your secondary fire, while they're getting ticked away at, it'll do all that damage that the tick would have done all at once.
Bet you didn't
So
see
basically,
that
it's like
coming.
a larger burst. And if you have a Phoenix, this team up will reduce the cooldown of your Ricochet Force. So basically, you E, you ignite it, it reduces the cooldown, meaning you can E more often. So like, ooh, this team is gonna be strong for Cyclops. And the fact that Cyclops can still one-shot 250s,
I had you in my sights. You
like,
never
that's
stood a
very
chance.
good. Like, he's just a powerful character. He's a good hit scan. More hit scan slop, yes.
Knew I
But
saw
this team up,
trouble.
I think, is better than the Gambit one. But the Gambit one definitely has its uses, don't get me wrong. Like, it's useful in its own situations. Because,
Feel
you
like
know,
I'm
like,
playing at a
faster
whole
fire
nother-
rate, basically. Faster, like, hit rate.
Propulsion beam.
It's definitely still good. But I don't think it compares to the Phoenix team at all. I think the Phoenix team is just better. Hello there, everybody. Intermission Pool here. Here to tell you to subscribe. Because I'm currently doing this gig for free. And I don't want to do this gig for free. I would very much enjoy if I were to get paid. And I need to get paid so I can live. Because Crow needs to get paid. And Crow's the one making the videos. And he needs to pay me. You get the point, okay? Just subscribe. Alright, subscribe! Alright, for the first support, I have Loki. Now, Loki's one of the characters where his original team-up from last season was made into his team-up in this season. And I'm gonna be honest, I do think this rune ability with Mantis that gives a damage boost is stronger than the Hell one. I know that might not be, like, I know not everyone might think that way, because, oh, everyone's like, oh, the Hell team-up, oh, like, you can copy someone that you kill, you know? It gives you, like, a free copy. Here's the thing. If you're not copying a support, you're just locking your team out of a support's kit, including stuff like his runes and his healing, for, like, assault for, like, a little while. And that little while can easily swing the team fight, because his runes are insanely powerful. Like, unless you're killing supports as Loki and copying them to get their kits, I think a lot of times this team up will end up being much more detrimental than the Mantis one. And also, if you have a Mantis on your team for the rune ability, that gives you a form of CC. Loki's one of the only supports who doesn't normally have a form of CC. So just put the rune next to someone and you can kind of just send them back. You can even use this to knock people off the map. Very funny.
As always.
So I think the runes team up is better, and I think you should definitely play Loki. Now we have Cloak and Dagger, or C&D, I guess. Because, I mean, these characters, they're alright in lower elo. Like, they have auto aim, so you get consistent healing. And, you know, they have some tools to escape, I guess. You got your bubble, and then you can kind of patty cake, or you can just veil, and just vanish. But, like, with the vanish, you're kind of leaving behind your other support to just die. So, like, but the Luna team up lets you both avoid the dive and help your support, because this area does healing to your other support. And with a Luna, it just does more healing to your other support, so you can use it to dodge ults and everything. You can use it to save your other support from a dive. It's pretty good. And I'd say the other team up is a little bit weird for Cloak and Dagger,
Didn't know feeling bad could feel so
because
good.
it's with the hood. So basically, I'm just going to simplify this. Light Wall will heal allies and then reduce the damage of enemies that shoot through it. And then Terror Cape does the blindness to enemies, and when an enemy support shoots through this to heal their team, it'll do less healing. So basically, one acts like a damage reduction shield, the other one acts like a healing reduction shield. So it's pretty interesting. I do think the hood team up is good, but I think the Luna team up lets Cloak and Dagger just survive so much easier into a dive comp. So I think this is the one that a lot of Cloak and Daggers are going to be using. But I would recommend you play Cloak and Dagger, since now Cloak and Dagger has one of the strongest anti-dive tools in the game.
Gotta ice him out.
Now, we have another pretty powerful blonde healer, Invisible Woman. And I think this one is kind of an easier debate than the previous one. Because with the Human Torch, you just get one of the strongest pieces of her kit. It just gets bigger, more health, and does a damage boost when you shoot through it. Like, literally, it does damage boost. And then with a Human Torch on your team, it's even bigger, has more health, and does even more damage boosts.
You forced my
Like,
hand.
holy. Like, this team up is just, I think it's just way better. Like, don't get me wrong. Mr. Fantastic, you know, this team up definitely has uses, you know? You can make your team invisible within a certain area, and it gives basically constant healing to them. But, like, I just think the Human Torch one is just straight up better. Like, legit. I think Human Torch is the better of the two team ups, honestly. That's just my honest opinion. I definitely see, like, the utility in Mr. Fantastic, but the Human Torch is one. Like, you just get this big shield that gives you extra damage. Like, jeez, that's like, yeah, Human Torch in this is a very strong character this season, I'll say. Very strong. Now, we have, unfortunately, for what feels like just every season so far, Gambit's on this list of powerful characters. Not particularly because of either of his own team-ups. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the Jubilee team-up makes him good into poke, since it's like a deflect. And the Magneto team-up makes him good into dive, because it's a knockback. It's like, and it does healing to your allies who are in it. So, like, he gets basically value out of two of the strongest, like, roles in the game. He can play into both of them really well. But, like, that's not why he's broken. Why he's broken is because of characters like Deadpool, characters like Rogue, characters like Cyclops, and characters like Wolverine. I guess those four characters. Because he gives a team up to all of them. And I'd say, like, for Deadpool and Rogue, it's the preferred team-up you're using. And for Wolverine, like, it's still a strong team-up. The Wolverine one, you definitely can use the Wolverine Gambit team-up. Cyclops, I think the Phoenix one is better, but if you don't have a Phoenix, but you have a Gambit, the Gambit one becomes really good. So Gambit's not even strong because of himself. He's strong because of the other characters who he buffs. It's like if you don't play Gambit, play Gambit, because he'll buff so many good characters this season. Like, genuinely, it's actually insane. Play Gambit. And finally, for the supports, we have White Fox. Now, honestly, the Black Cat team-up, it's honestly a little underwhelming. Like, sure, it gives, like, slow and does damage to enemies in its radius, and it'll, like, heal your allies and give speed boost, sure. I mean, that's good and all. But, like, the difference is, the Psylocke team-up makes it so you don't use your tails. Like, I use my E there, and I still have all my tails. Like, it does not waste the tails that you use. So the Psylocke one actually gives crazy value, because you can basically secondary fire, go into your E state, like, to get self-heal, do a bunch of stuff in your E, and then leave, and then still have all your tails to just use your secondary fire again. Like, I genuinely think this is a really good team up for White Fox. Like, sure, it's like a little bit niche, honestly. It is a little niche. But I think it is better than the Black Cat team up overall. Just because of the utility it provides for White Fox. Like, I just think it's better, honestly, because it just gives White Fox more power. is to be able to use her stuns. And don't get me wrong, you can use the Black Cat. The Black Cat, it's not that it's bad. It's just that
Chose tails.
I definitely think that between the two of them, the Psylocke one is better. I want to make this clear before we end this. Every single character in this season, I can absolutely see them being used. Like, just about every character. These are just the characters I think have the potential to be either the best, really, like, just powerful to use, or permabanned. And that's kind of why I made this list so early into the season, to kind of help give you guys an idea of what this season entails for a lot of these characters. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.